getting me? So as per what we had analyzed yesterday, so today we are trading like what we had analyzed yesterday. And so what we had traded, what we had analyzed yesterday, as you can see, this is from the daily time frame. Daily time frame, we had broken one of the trend lines, and now we were looking to, create another trend line. But remember, the trend line which we had broken was only bounced twice, so it was more of an invalid trend line. And our trade which we had anticipated has been activated. And why did I think that trade was very important? Now, we closed on a supply level on on weekend. We closed at a supply level. Let me show you. We closed at a supply level, if you can see here. So this supply level, I knew that the market might retest. Now, as I was relooking at the market today morning, I saw something like we are very bearish, but I'm looking for bullish positions. You see, now that is giving me more of impossibility vibes. Oh, you feel me? And also, let me try to plot something. I also saw a trend line here that was bounced off before we had the ultimate, retest. Don't know if it is this trend line, but we had a trend line bounce before we had that retest. You can look at this. We had second bounce, that bounce before we broke it. It was a very big trend line, so most people would have ignored it. But someone told me that in trading, as I said, the market doesn't just reverse at any point. The market always knows why it did so. As you can see, if the market bounced there, so we came and we retested it before going bearish. Now let us look at what the RSI is telling us. RSI is giving us bearish vibes at this area. Now this one can only be seen from a smaller time frame. We're currently on the 4-hour time frame, so I think on the smaller time frame we might see something. I'm still very skeptical on that buy. We might have a small bullish pullback before we continue going down, but in that sense it is not a very nice buy to take because we are very bearish, so it is easier to be slapped before we go upwards. So what will I do? Let me show you something on the 1 hour before even I decide what I'm going to do. Before I decide on what I'm going to do, um, let me show you something on the 1 hour. If you can see on the 1 hour, we already had a lower low being formed, meaning market structure has already changed, so giving us more of selling possibilities happening, like it telling us that, you know what, traders, like, we can go short from this point. So what should we be doing? We're also at a very nice supply zone, as I told you, from the 4-hour time frame. So I won't lie, we can see more things around that area. So let us continue to see. The selling pressure is high. Now there is also one thing that I told you, like when I've noticed recently, whenever whichever side the market in us30 decided to break during Asian session, then that is the most active area. And as you can see, this has been the consolidation from this point to, let me look for, until 12, then we broke it up downwards. Now that was uh, the, I'm sure, settings, text, then extend right. Now that was the consolidation of the day, but we broke it downwards. As you can see, we broke the consolidation downwards. The market came, tested on the consolidation, and it also retested on this trend line, and also showed us possibilities for a downside by also changing the market structure, because you can see lower high, higher high, higher high before we broke this low, and also even formed a lower high. So market structure changed. Okay, we are very bearish on the 4-hour time frame. Actually, on most time frames we're very bearish, except for the 15 minutes, which is very bullish. But as I told you that even we might have a small pullback around this area before we go up. And actually I've seen that thing happen. We had a pull touch, or were touched here, then the market went up before it came crashing down. So what is that telling me? I'm seeing more of sells than buys, because even the market structure in the 15 minutes, even though we are generally long as per the 15 minutes time frame, but we are short, and it has also showed as some market structure shift. So how am I going to enter? First, let me plot my close um, psych levels around this area. Let me plot my psych levels. So 638 600, I'm seeing a psych level 38 600. And what am I also seeing? I'll put it as thin as possible. We have a psych level at that area. Then we also have what else? We are bearish, even though we are at an area where I'm expecting more of buys because we had broken it. But in real sense, I really believe that we're going to be pushing lower for some time. Now I want to check also if we have some news events, so that I can see, because we are not like moving very strong today as you can compare the previous days, but we are not moving very strong, we are very weak. So maybe we might have a news event before the market deciding where to go. Let me also look for another psych level at this area. Now that is also another psych level. Then we have 600, 700. Then we also have 800. Now this psych level 800 was the one that was respected most, meaning if I would have entered, I would have entered at that area. But remember, as I told you, that I don't look for trades before New York session for this entries. And what happened around, if you can see, because I'm looking for trades around I don't know why we are this way, but I should be looking for trades. 1445, what is happening? So we are very bearish, so I might look to sell, that area. So let me go and open a position. For those that don't know, I'm trading the equity edge prop firm, and they have very good accounts. Like personally, I'm trading a 2500 account, which is only for $10. Now let us look for sell position. That is the minimum volume, so let me just open with 0.1, then successfully opened. Now I'm going to look for how it is. It has started retesting. So one thing that I know, we might retest until this area. Let me show you. Let us go back to trading view. If it is retesting that buy, actually let me remove this buy position. And I'll also show you what I'm trying to say. So this buying position, in my own opinion, it is invalid. because I'm looking at market structure, like I'm looking at what the market will do at the long run. Because as I remember, like, even if you're looking at the market, what is doing the long run, you're kind of looking the market at how long are you going to hold it. So if you're going to hold it for some time, then there is then you are advised to, have to you are advised to analyze the market and hold the market until that point. We are facing some short, reversals, because we have touched a cycle level. You can see we have touched, we're close to touching actually, or we have touched it. Let us see settings. It seems like we have touched 38,500 cycle level, and we kissed it like very precise. So we might face, a small face off before we go down. But if you can see around this area, we went down, then we had a touch of 600 before we went up, then we broke it. Now I want to uh, prove my point with volume. Now on the RSI, around this area, which I told you, if I was to take early buys, early sales, I would have taken around this area, because our RSI is showing us low, market structure is also low, and we are on a bounce of a trend line. And also we have a cycle level 38,800. Now because I don't take trades around that time, now I'm looking for trades around the New York session, but retesting. Now because we had retested this low even via this candle, we might even come back to retest it again, well, like with full candles. But I know we're eventually going to go high, so where I would have put my stop loss is around this area. Now let me show you. So this is my position. We're selling from 500, then put my stop loss around this recent low, then my take profit, I'm going to put it at this area. Very bad risk to reward ratio, very bad risk to reward ratio. I've entered that trade. That is a very bad risk to reward ratio. But I'm going to look for, more ways to enter the market and other methods. That is what I'm going to look for. So I'm planning to hold this trade for some time, because we're generally bearish. I mean, we are generally bearish from the daily time frame, from 4 time frame, 1 hour time frame. So we are generally bearish. So even this is a trade that goes well, I can hold it for the whole of the week. Like, I'll be looking at these areas, how it behaves. But we are generally bearish, so I believe that we might continue pushing lower even further. So till then, let us just see how the trade will play for some time, and I'll update you on tomorrow's live session. So as for today, I think we can call it a close from here. Before we call it a close from here, let us look at something on volume. I failed to locate volume indicator on, because I had it, came to chart settings, I selected volume, but it didn't come. So I'm like, okay. So the volume indicator is not coming. Either way, let us go and look at, let us go look at if we have a news calendar. We don't have a news today, if you can see. Don't have news. Let maybe what is coming to happen around 15:30. But I don't know why these things have not put my them in my local time, but I believe that they are okay. So let us see what will happen around that time. Either way, let's continue monitoring the market. Another thing, if you're going to have a retest of around this area, I think I might add into my position if we have a retest to this area. If you have a retest to this area, but one funny thing with us30 is us30 might not even come back to that position. Once we're in the New York session, we just move. If you can look at this, I'll have waited for a retest around this area, but we went straight up. I'll have waited a retest around this area, but it happened this one. But when we opened, you can see 12, around 13, 14, we went up. Now might continue moving up for today, so let me continue to see. I'm trying to change something concerning my time. Because this is not like my time. Okay, let us see how the trade will play out. Either way, if you want to get funded with the platform that I'm using, the link is in the description below. You can go check them out. They are very nice platform, and you can get 25 with the link. You can get a $2,500 account, like a $2,500 account with only $10, and you trade it, and that is a one phase challenge. You can also go for a two phase challenge. It is your own decision. Either way, let us just look at how the trade will play out, then we see. But I think I want to look for a more nice entry model, so let us see. Either way, stay tuned for the next video.